Andrew. Hi.
Hello.
Can we know about you? Could you please introduce yourself?
I'm Andriü Green, a film director, producer, and writer, and I'm based in Amsterdam.
What kind of things you create?
So I like to split it into two. So I do sort of commercial client work and then fictional passion projects for my own personal development and my own sort of long-term career growth. So the client work involves your sort of run-of-the-mill adverts, corporate music videos, etc. And a lot of other filmmakers do this to sort of pay the bills, as you like. And then the fictional world stuff are projects that I've written myself and developed and then brought a crew together to bring to life.
Do you have a personal passion project? Can we learn about them?
So the last film I did was a fantasy short film that I filmed in Amsterdam with a very small team, and it was called Woman with the White Ribbons. And it was about a girl who was late for an art exam, and then she sits on a park bench and she's really stressed, and it's 10 minutes till the exam, and then she drops her pencil in the grass, and then the character she's been studying, this 17th century fictional Dutch painter, comes to life from her book. And then the film is a 6-minute film of them having a conversation, and she learns more about herself and finds her confidence.
What did you learn producing that while with a group of people?
Mhm.
You made it in a timeline. Like, how was the production process? How much day it took, and what, when you are looking to that project now, what would you do different?
So we actually made that film for a competition, so we were on a very tight deadline, and I think we produced the whole thing in about 6 days. So I wrote the script. I got my good friend Arson involved in it, and I did the storyboard, and then we casted put out a call on, I think, a Facebook acting page in Amsterdam, and then got the 2 actors that we needed. I went out and bought fabric and material and stitched together these like costumes, and ordered props from Amazon, and made this coffee concoction and painted all the props, so it was like had like an old wood feeling, because we needed this girl in the film to sort of semi go back in time. You know, she sort of slips through a time portal into another century, if you like. So I had to put everything together very quickly on a very short notice. And do you know what? For the time that we had, I'm super proud of it, because it's super emotional, and I'm really proud of the sort of lyricism that I've written the script to be. And I think the cast absolutely killed it. So the 2 actors, Matteo Pasquini and Rue Reed, who were playing the characters, I'm going to use them again in the future because they were so good. I gave them this big script, and they memorized all the lines. They were patient. They knew exactly what they were doing, and in one day we shot the whole thing. So we had 3 different locations, and we just zipped around Amsterdam. Then we did the Beatrix Park and the Amsterdam Bosch. There might have been another, and I think within those 2 locations there were several different setups. So we raced around and we filmed it super fast. In terms of learning from it, maybe just time was the sort of biggest element. But every filmmaker experiences that. It's always, you have a certain plan in your head, but there's the lights, there's the camera, there's the props, and time just sort of dissipates, and you need to keep your eye on the watch. But then again, we filmed it all in a day, so I think we did a really good job, to be honest.
What motivates you?
What motivates me?
Or another question, what inspires you?
So I have my well of inspiration, which I would say is other films and other forms of literature, and other products that artists produce that I consume that inspire me. I also get inspired by the world around me, just everyday life. I think I've got a brain where I sort of break things down very, very quickly in a very sort of like artistic engineering sort of way. So let's say I'm on a train, or like I'm in a park, or just these natural moments of observation. I constantly see these like little frames, and like I feel like my eyes are a literal camera, so I can sort of like digest these images that I just see in the sort of mundane everyday life, and I think they just store away in my head. So when I come to produce stories, all this knowledge and beauty that I've sort of absorbed from daily life and other works of art, I can sort of like regurgitate out onto the screen or the page in the way I like to do it. In terms of like motivation and like what kind of drives me to just keep on pushing, I have my sort of short and medium term goals of like making like actual film projects, writing books, but I think in the extensive vision of it all is I do picture the world as a utopia, and that is sort of the thing that keeps my fire burning. So when things are going wrong and I have nothing but the flame of my passion keeping me going, it's this sort of like needle eye vision at the end of the tunnel of the world being a magnificent utopia, and I feel like my films and my books are a sort of window into that utopia that I hope to achieve.
Do you write books? What kind of books you have been writing about?
So I've written a sci-fi novel recently. It's in its final stages, called Terminal 1, and it's a sci-fi book, and it's about an adventure about this 1,000 years in the future. The United Kingdom has sort of half sunk into the sea. It's sort of collapsed, and Europe's sort of plunged into despair. There's wars, there's famine. It's not in a good state. And then the city of London built a huge monolithic tower that sort of dwarfs another skyscraper would be like the size of a walnut compared to it. It's this huge monolithic tower with 99 levels, and each level is basically its own city, its own ecosystem, and it's a tale following several characters, moving around this huge tower, and sort of the drama and the politics that goes on within this building.
What made you write about this? Like, was can we talk about the starting point of this recording?
Mm-hmm. So it's an interesting contrast to what I was explaining about the utopia. So the reason I wrote Terminal 1 was a purposeful contradiction to what I ideally would want the world to be. And I think I want young people to read it and sort of reflect on their own actions and be more thoughtful about the path they take and the world they want to build. So by showing this sort of bleak, dark dystopia, it sets in motion like what we as humans can become. In the novel, I peel back the layers and the nuances that make humans human, and I'm not afraid to confront very dark topics, exploitation, slavery, manipulation, all these dark things that as we grow up and become adults we realise are actually all around us. We as people have many shades. There isn't just good and bad. We as humans all have sort of a selfish intent or a selfish purpose, and I'm just sort of exploring that spectrum of what makes us tick.
Mm-hmm. Can we learn about how you grow up and what kind of things you've been experiencing while we didn't have internet? What was Andriü doing?
Okay, so what I did when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm a bit of a two-sided coin. I've got a very extroverted side to me. I'm very social. I can work a room. I don't get nervous in social settings. growing up in school, I always had like sort of many friends. I was kind of the guy that just sort of got on with everyone, and then had my sort of like core friend group, if you like. And then on the flip side of this, of my Andriü coin, is this sort of more sensitive, poetic introvert. So growing up, it was a very interesting experience, shifting very hard from one to the other. And I think when I was younger, I didn't know how to sort of balance that. So I would have periods of you know, the grass on the knees childhood, as I like to say, because luckily I grew up in a time where, you know, we might have had played Game Boys, and we all went to the park on our bikes, sort of thing, and, you know, we were climbing trees. But then we also had like the rise of, like, you know, the first flip phones and iPhones and you know, and then all social media crept in. So I got a really nice sort of in between. And I think on the more introverted side, I spent more time sort of on my own in my bedroom. And from a very young age, I was very fascinated by works of art. So my dad introduced me to Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. Like, my family have a really good film taste. We have this like library of DVDs at home. And they would also show me quite like adult films that are very young. I'm sure I was like 10 or 11 and they were showing me like Tarantino films. But I'm from a very sort of like liberal arty family, so I think it hopefully didn't have an effect on me. If I start sharpening a samurai sword and pretending to be Kill Bill, then put me in a mental home. But up until that point, I think I'm good to go. Yes, I had this. I from a very early age, I was sort of seeing all this amazing works of art in films and music and writing and poetry and storytelling, and I think I was just absorbing it all, and I have this fascination with how the thing is actually made. So I would watch these films that inspired me, and I'll go, well, how do you actually do that? I didn't push things away and go, oh, that's Hollywood, that's just what they do. I was like, how do you make it look like that kind of level of filmmaking? How do you get the blurry background? How does an actor turn on cue and say the line perfectly? How do you do a big swoopy helicopter shot? You know, or from a super young age, I was like asking myself all these questions, and I spent a lot of my youth almost in this sort of like workshop state, which I think has really benefited me now, being only 25. I've already had like 13 years or so of like, you know, using like the Adobe suite, you know, doing loads of like drawing, going out with like VHS cameras and like filming like my cat in the garden or whatever, you know. I had all these years of doing that, so it gave me sort of a bit of like a head start, I feel, to maybe other artists at sort of my level. So it was a very two-sided coin, my personality, and that's...
Do you remember a film that really affected you? Like, when you see that scene, it is carved in your brain and inspired you the most. Like, after you hear this, what is the scene you see? Okay,
so I'll break it into sort of several pieces. So the first trilogy, the first film series, it was Lord of the Rings. And I love Lord of the Rings because it's so timeless and graceful and elegant, and I think that's going to last centuries. That both as the books and the films are just beautiful. It's what Tolkien, the author, did for Lord of the Rings. He made this whole history of his he spent 20 years building this universe. So that will always be my sort of core, childhood amazement. But I would say the film that actually like really propelled me into like pursuing film was the film Whiplash. So that's a film by Damien Chazelle, and it's about a drummer who like gets so obsessed with becoming like the best drummer in the world, or like be like Charlie Parker. He just like pushes himself with this mentor figure who's like, semi-abusive, and it's about their relationship, and it's a very intimate film, and it was made for about $3 million, but it did very well at the box office. I think it grossed about like $36 million. So I love it when a film's made with quite a low budget and very minimal resources, but it did really well critically and box office wise, which is quite hard for an indie filmmaker to get both right, for it to get awards and actually get like money back for the studio. So I saw that film and I was like, oh, this is a pretty simple film. It's, some scenes in the music studio that they're in the music school that the characters in drumming, and then they're in some bars and restaurants and then some concert halls. So I really love seeing a film like that, because I'm like, wow, locations that are doable for a young filmmaker with a low budget. Brilliant acting, really tight script, and I saw that was one of the films that I saw, and I was like, right, I'm going to film school so I can make films like Whiplash.
Where are you going? What do you want to build in the future? This maybe it's a good explain what happened on the road when you're coming. It will be on that day we talk about this, and we build it. Like, what would you think, would you describe that you are building today for that, Andrew?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I really like that. So I think ultimately what my original vision was I always wanted to go to the US. I just wanted to go to Hollywood. That was like my original plan. Along the way, I fell in love with a Dutch girl. That's no more, but it did sort of set my path in a big sort of C shape, if you like. But in that whole process, I was creating my works of art still, and I think I was actually limiting my mind and my ability to a geographical location of the west coast of America. Why is it that I needed this like small circle way over here when I moved to the Netherlands, and I saw Amsterdam, and there was all this beautiful architecture around me, people riding bikes, and it was a bit sort of utopian for me. I think I sort of fell in love with the city in the process of that. So I think I realised somewhere along that process that the Hollywood's inside me. It's not about me going over there. It's about wherever I go, the Hollywood is. And I think when I was younger, I didn't understand that. And now that I'm a bit older, I've clicked. So now that I'm based in Amsterdam, I want to sort of grow it and make it flourish in its own unique way. So essentially, my sort of further end goal, maybe like 20 to 40 year vision, if not more, is to build a campus and an area within Amsterdam that's dedicated to film and storytelling. So I want my company Skymax to grow and be an institution where others from other fields can all sort of congregate and produce a legacy library of art and material that will span the test of time and that will be passed down to future generations. And I think Amsterdam's beautiful, and the Netherlands as a whole is beautiful in that sense, because it's still, I find, in its early stages of sort of brewing when it comes to the arts in sort of the film sector anyway. I've noticed, like, in Amsterdam, the commercials are great. There's a big commercial scene, the brands. The Dutch have this eye for design I've never seen before. The Dutch are masters of design, I would say. They're so organised. They make everything look very pretty, and they're good at putting information together for a user experience. I would say my 3 years of living here, my criticism, or the one gap I've seen, is they've now got the solid base, but they need a bit of spice thrown in there, and I think that's going to maybe come from also the internationals. So my circle that I'm sort of friends with, and the filmmakers and artists that I know, a lot of us have come from, hey, look at you, for example, we've all sort of come in from these other countries, and it's almost like, we're discovering the new world, a bit like, say the way that Columbus discovered like the US or something. It's almost happening again from my biased perspective of coming into the Netherlands, and I'm like, right, there's a bit of a gap here. They don't have their Harry Potter or their Stranger Things or their Lord of the Rings. Not on a global scale. I'm sure a Dutch person can go, actually, we have, and name some obscure thing, but they don't have like the AAA titles yet. So I think there's a bit of a gap. Yeah, my artistic vision and my ego get a bit tingly, and I'm like, okay, maybe there's some like there's a bit of a workshop to do here, you know, there's a bit of smithing to do. Let's get together the artists in the dam and across the Netherlands, and let's start building some great, you know, big monolithic works of art that make the world's head turn. So that's sort of the big vision, I would say. Yeah.
Thank you. It was an honor to interview you today.